We finally did it. We made it to the man, the legend himself, Wes. I mean, what is there to talk about? He is designed purely to make the game more difficult. He has the lowest of each stat, lower damage, and also a lower work modifier, making him need constant management and more time to do basic tasks. There are even some tasks he can't do altogether. Wes isn't all doom and gloom though. He does actually get a little bit of benefits from his own unique stats. Primarily his tools and weapons. When Wes uses an item, not only does he take longer to do work, but the amount of durability used is actually less. This equals out to Wes having an equivalent usage of the items as a regular player. The best use case for this are actually the fire and ice staves. Wes gets bonus durability for these for exactly the same cost. That's about all that Wes offers beyond his balloons. And they don't really provide much, but they still give him a niche. Wes is one of the better early game explorers because he is able to achieve a 30% move speed right out the gate. It only lasts for about 2 minutes, but it's still something that you can use. Each of his balloons help him based off of whatever you're trying to do. If you're out sailing, his inflatable vest will keep you healthy if you happen to drown. Or if you spawn in spring and you don't want to get struck by lightning, his balloon hat will actually protect you. Granted, each of these will pop and do damage to you if you happen to get hit. And that's the important part about these items. You may not know it, Wes's balloon were originally just kind of a distraction item. You placed a few in an area and hope that anything chasing you attacks the balloons instead. Which probably won't happen because Wes is actually more unlucky than other survivors. He is more likely to receive hounds compared to other survivors nearby. He is also more likely to get struck by lightning, but that still doesn't ruin his determination, because Wes actually has the most unique power of all, being able to completely destroy any boss without the need of a weapon. It'll take a lot of time, but this is a skill unique only to Wes. Wes is able to convert sanity to damage in a 1-to-1 ratio, 1 sanity for 1 damage, and this is all thanks to his balloons. You can make vests and hats and place them down on the ground, and they don't take up space. So you can stack these items on top of each other and create a giant bomb of damage. All you really need for this is a couple star collars and a lot of time. It's actually really funny to be able to get this to work in your game, because you need thousands of balloons to take on some of the bigger bosses. But being able to achieve it is actually just impressive. And that's the epitome of Wes. He is so bad at doing things normally that he kind of incentivizes the player to figure out new ways to take on the game's challenges. Many times people get in their head that there's only one way to do something, and that if you don't do it that way, you're not good at the game. However, the strongest skill in DST was never really being good at doing the tasks that are given. The biggest skill is being creative about the completion of those tasks, using different methods together to complete a task versus just using a sharp rock on a stick. All in all, Wes is short, sweet, and simple. He has a slight exploration bonus at the start of the game, but completely falls off in the first few days. I think he serves his purpose well, where he is a challenge character, and he really makes you think differently how you approach the game, because many people have become too comfortable using the character's powers to answer problems that they have in the game. So much so that players tend to take for granted the items and strategies that were always there to begin with. Just like Wes, these strategies get overshadowed by the crazy things that other characters can do, but they are always constantly there for you to take advantage of. If only Wes can tell you the great powers of the game already provided. Sadly, he can't. He'll only stay in silence. That is all for Wes. He doesn't have much to talk about just cause he's your generic challenge character. It's harder to play with him, and he doesn't really give anything. However, he really is kind of a true test to see how much you do know about the game, because we get so comfortable playing with characters that we know how to play and how to take advantage of, that we forget that there's a whole game beyond the character. And Wes really makes you remember that. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. Until next time, this has been Tara, and take care.